for 2 months of continued support. Be safe. I will do my best. Some of these surfers, I'm going to be some historic waves. I was talking to a surfer today. He does surf lessons, and I was asking about that. And he said it's not good surf. It's rough surf, but it's not the type. It's not good for surfing. It's rough. It's aggressive. They're not like breaking waves. It's just kind of like walls of water. Not nice, rolling, surfable stuff. So you can't hitch there from what I hear, but what about catamaran hitching? Like any kind of boat? Yeah, that'd be different. Talking to chat. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I can tell you, I can kind of show you where I am. I think this is a pretty sheltered place. I am near the coast, so like that's in general not the best place to be during a hurricane. I'm not right on the coast, but I'm like 200 meters away from the coast. I'm a few floors up, so flooding shouldn't be a problem. I'm not super high up, which I think is ideal. Wind speeds increase as you go higher in a storm like this. So I'm just a few floors up, so that'll get rid of the flooding risk, but without being so high that you're getting the higher winds from higher altitudes. But I could show you. Like 30 minutes away from you, brother. Toys the murder. This is my first experience with Hawaii. It's good times. Yeah, I'll show you where I am at. So, if we look way over to the right, the ocean's over there. This is just next to the ocean and a mountain. But the ocean's like behind that building there, so that kind of shields where I am from brunt of the wind. You can actually kind of see the ocean right there, right through there. There's the ocean. Really depends what direction the wind comes from. I think that's east, and the wind could come from the east. By the way, if it comes anywhere from that direction, then it'll be pretty sheltered. That's Diamond Head? Yeah. Okay. So, prepared for a loss of water, no power. Yeah, when I stay here, when the storm actually starts, I'll probably fill up the bathtub, and I've got several liters of water already. Watching the TV. I'm not watching the TV to keep me informed. I'm going on the interwebs to keep me informed. Reading new stuff from people that know what's going on. Get some cash. I withdrew some cash in case we run out. You know, everything goes down. You can't pay with cards. So I have cash on me. I have water. Got a little bit of food. I think I'm going to get a little bit more tomorrow if there's food to buy. I'll be fine. The reality is you're not going to starve to death. You can go like 2 weeks without eating if you really need to, and you'll survive. It'll suck, and you'll be miserable. Water's important. Shelter's important. So, I'm not too concerned. I think where I am is safe, even if like my room gets like the brunt of the storm coming this way, which I don't think it will because there's a mountain there, and there's just a small gap of like where wind can come from unimpeded and unprotected from the ocean side, in a reinforced concrete hotel building on a lower floor where they won't get the brunt of the wind, but high enough up that I'm not going to get any flooding. So I feel pretty good here. And I'm not concerned about starving. So I'll try and stream it though. I'll try. Valrix, thank you for the resub. Thanks for 3 months of continued support. Gonna stream a storm, that's the plan. This is a rare hurricane. Yeah, as far as I know, Oahu, where I am, hasn't had a hurricane in a long time. In a long time. Sure, you charge everything full so you can stream the storm. Yeah, I'll be charging everything up before we go live. And yeah, I won't be streaming, I don't think, from anywhere either than in my hotel. So I'll always be connected to power unless the power goes out, in which case I'll have, for the new setup, if I run the TVU, then that's 6 hours. If we're just running off of Wi-Fi or the old setup, I got a couple days. Camera waterproof. Yeah, if I put the waterproof case on, like if we're talking this one, yeah, but then I can't access these, which I need to run the stream off of, because you put it in like backwards and it's going to be blocked. Now, the OnePlus 6, the phone I stream off of, if I'm using a phone setup, is water resistant, but I think if I go out into sideways hurricane, rain, wind, it would die. Alyssa, hi, what's the plan? Hurricane's most likely headed for where I am. I'm in a place that's pretty safe for being in a hurricane that's about to hit you, but I'll be here for that. By the time I got here, pretty much, it was next to impossible to get a flight out of here. Because everyone wants to leave when there's a hurricane. No one wants to be there when there's a hurricane. You need any info on foods you might want to check out around you? I haven't even been looking. I don't know. I've been hurricane mode. Can Emily still fly in? She's gonna try to. If she can't, then that sucks. No, in theory, her flight will get in here before the storm actually hits here. Like, she would skirt in like right before it hits. But if it's not safe to fly here, they won't fly here. Floor are you on? I'm higher than the storm surge could realistically be, but I'm not very high. I'm just not, because people can kind of locate where I am. I'm just not going to give my exact floor. Yeah, Rubicon Madman. I'm decently stocked up. I'll try and stock up more tomorrow. I don't think it's not supposed to come till late tomorrow or early Friday. So we've got a little bit of time. I'll try and hit the stores later today or tonight, just to get some more non-perishables. Maybe some Spam if they got any left. And then just ride it out. Oh, hey, sweet southern chick. Get as close as 80 miles southwest of Live Friday afternoon. I don't know what that means. Well, like, I don't, have they, it's tough to forecast the hurricane's strength and path. They just seem so random. They can guess, but sometimes they just do the complete opposite. I've been hearing by the time it gets here, it'll be like a strong Category 1 to a weak Category 3, somewhere in there. Just making sure you aren't on ground level. Didn't mean to give away snipers. Yeah. So I'm well above any storm surge could get to. You're on the same island. We're fine. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? From what I've heard, this island hasn't really had a hurricane in a long time, and because of the infrequency of the hurricanes they get, they don't really build to a code that makes sense for hurricane areas. No, I haven't been through a hurricane before. All the restaurant, everything's still open right now. Everything's still open. Business as usual. People are out on the beach. Today was sunny, so people are vacationing. So, Waikiki won't close? Oh, it really depends. I was actually just getting a burger at some place, and the manager was there telling the kitchen staff as I was like waiting for the thing. He's like, "So you guys know we're open as of now. We're open on Friday. Friday's when the storm's actually supposed to be here. If the hurricane hits here and blah 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 blah, then we can update you and we won't be open. But as of now, we're planning to be open. So things are up in the air. You can't say things are going to be open. You can't say things are going to be closed because they're playing it by. They're just waiting to see what happens." Hopefully gets there before so you can be with her during. Yeah, I'm conflicted on that point. In theory, this is an actual natural disaster. Some people are hyping it up to be the worst thing in the world. Other people, like several people that are from here on chat, are being like, "It's nothing. Everything's gonna be status quo." I don't know. I'm just doing what people tell me, without going way overboard. So I don't know. Mr. Rogers, thanks for the host. I really like his stream. I like watches. I just think it's fun seeing him dissect all that. Does the room have FM AM radio? There's a clock. Is that a radio? I don't think it's a radio. I think it's just a clock. Oh yeah, I was saying I was conflicted about Emily coming here. I want her to be here because I like hanging out with her, and it would be nice for me to have someone that I care about and I enjoy being around with me. But she's coming here to be with me into a hurricane. So I'd love her to be here, but she's coming here just for me. And if we're in a hurricane and then we're like, things are bad, power goes out, cell network goes down, and you're kind of just stuck there for a week or weeks waiting for some form of aid, then I'd feel bad. Stock up on weed. Mr. Miyagi, you know I don't smoke weed. Bring shorts and a shirt, just have chicken legs. Chicken legs does not infer to having skinny legs. I wear pants because it keeps the sun off me, and I tuck my socks into my pants into my socks at night so the bugs don't crawl up my leg if I'm walking into the bush, which is what I do quite often when I'm hitchhiking. I have a pair of swim shorts, yes, but I only wear them when I'm swimming. I don't just walk around in them. Stock up on Snickers. Yeah, I've got a few Snickers bars, some trail mix, some peanut butter cracker stuff. Like, I could get by on that for quite a while. You just ration. But since Emily's coming, I'll get more. Are you nervous? Not particularly. Volcano plus tsunami plus hurricane would be... Hurricanes don't create tsunamis. They'll create a storm surge, which can pretty much raise the sea level up and flood. But it's not a tsunami. And then the volcano's on an island very far south of here, so won't be having volcanic activity on Oahu. Film the hurricane. We'll be live streaming it. And if all the networks go down and the Wi-Fi here is done, then we'll. Emily's bringing her DSLR camera, and I'll have my phone, and we can record some stuff. Trip to Hawaii was such bad timing. I think it's a hilarious way to end the whole Hitchhiking America trip. Let's end it with a bang. So why your last state to visit? It absolutely is. That's state 50 out of 50. We're done. Got some nice eyes, bro. No homo. Thank you. Thank you. Can you update via Twitter if you can stream it or can't stream it? If I can, it goes live. You'll get follower notifications. I don't use Twitter really. Did you forgot about Guam? Guam isn't a state, it's a territory. What kind of clothes did you wear during your travels? This shirt, the exact same model of shirt with navy blue on the top part and the arms, and one pair of pants. And merino wool socks and merino wool boxers. Cheers for you, sweetie party. 1,000 bits. Nolasat, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just thinking about the situation. I mean, just being here and trying to live stream a hurricane. I think that's silly. Gonna fly back to BC with Emily. I should come back to Ontario. Should be coming with me to BC. They already chickened out. By the time I really got here and was like, oh, that's Hawaii. Stay here for 2 days. The storm was already close enough that all the flights were booked up. Alaska weather was too nice. Let's go to a hurricane. The storm was just forming when I was flying here, and no one knew if it was going to hit Hawaii or not. Like, it just started forming as far as I recall, and now it's on our doorstep. Will you come visit me? Absolutely. When I come back to BC, I'll be going to Vancouver Island. 100%. Streaming a hurricane is always fascinating. Has anyone on Twitch streamed a hurricane? There's like weather, like the Storm Watcher streams and stuff like that. Someone must have streamed a hurricane before. Someone must have. Like, people stream in Florida and stuff like that, and they have hurricanes. This is an epic end. Yeah, I'll be fine. I put myself specifically in a place that I felt safe. Exposed to the northeast quadrant of the hurricane. I have heard that was one of the wilder sections of this hurricane, the northeast section. From what I was reading earlier, it's starting to break up a little bit. It dropped down from a category 5 to category 4, and apparently visually it's looking like it's... I haven't checked in a few hours, and things can change significantly in a few hours with these things. Be in Saskatchewan August 3rd to September 4th. Will I miss you? What day is it today? I mean, no. Probably not. I'll be in BC for a few weeks before I head on another trip. But I'll probably be home in a week or something. I remember I had a bunch of streams. There you go. What's it look like out your window? I'll show you in a sec. What streams going during last Florida hurricane? There you go. Were they interesting? I don't remember seeing any of that. Do anything noteworthy today? I bought new sunglasses because my other ones are broken. Just sunglasses. They're a bit bigger than the other ones. They're not ideal, but like they work. They're sunglasses. And they're cheap. They're like $12. Alright, so I have to say, said to stay safe, and we're thinking about you. Oh, thank you, Lauren, Nikki Live, and Timbo, for relaying that message. You're a fucked up hurricane incoming. We just talked about how I'm prepared for the hurricane. No one's fucked. Like, I put myself in a position where I feel quite safe. I feel bad for people that, for whatever reason, aren't. Like, I could not be paying for a hotel in this kind of situation where I'm right now, and gone to one of the, like, they have emergency shelters. But from what I've read, they don't have enough room in them for everyone. So if I have the means to not take up a spot in an emergency shelter, then I won't. Hurricane discount? Not really. Hawaii's expensive no matter what. Hurricane or not, it's an expensive place. It's an expensive place. The news over there. I haven't been listening to the local news. I just read articles on updates on what it's doing. Camping near Stone would be epic. My tent is not rated for that at all. Most tents are. There are some pretty bomb-proof killer tents. A lot of those four-season tents, I don't know why they call them four-season tents. They're really a winter tent. And when I say winter tent, it's just pretty bomb-proof. But it'd be really hot to use them in the summer. And they're meant to tolerate some really high winds. But, yeah. If anything, they jack the prices up. I think that's called, like, profiteering, and it's illegal. They're not allowed to. I think you can't jack the prices up more than a certain percent. Had any Hawaiian food yet? I don't think anything Hawaiian specific. I'm not going to be able to make it now. Her flight's still, like, on schedule. They haven't changed anything yet. Storm hasn't hit here and isn't supposed to hit here till late tomorrow. Or early Friday. Seeing as you're in Hawaii, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I'll eat pineapple on pizza. I'll never order it, though. If someone's like, hey, here's some pineapple pizza or Hawaiian pizza, I'll eat a slice if I'm hungry, but I would never purchase it myself. Stay away. Indoor server, you blow away in your tent? I know. I 100% won't be using my tent. And I don't have to worry about fuel. That's very true. I've heard that there's like been a run on gas here, and they're like rationing, and you can only purchase so much, and there's really long lineups. But I don't have to deal with that because I don't have a car. I was thinking, since it's illegal to hitchhike here, if there wasn't a hurricane, like when Emily gets here, we could just do a normal tourist thing, like renting a car and driving around the island. But now we have a hurricane to deal with. Acura is great after your phone. Other website using their laptop. Okay, I'll check it out. What did you have for dinner? I had a burger from a Hawaiian burger place. I don't know though. I know she could get her money back for the non-refundable flight, but she still wants to come here, which I'm conflicted about. I'd love to have her here, and if I'm here by myself alone during a hurricane, I'd much rather have someone else there with me. But, like, ethically, I'm like thinking you don't want to put yourself voluntarily into a hurricane. I think we're going to be fine. I know I'm going to be fine here. But I feel bad having her voluntarily join me during a hurricane. Which, in fact, I think is pretty hardcore of her. Screw that hurricane. I want to come to Hawaii with you, so I'm going to come to Hawaii. She would fly in right now. I don't think so. You think so? But I don't think a lot of the pricing stuff's pretty automatic, and I don't know if they adjust for everyone canceling their flights to Hawaii. Because I'm guessing on Emily's flight here, there's going to be a lot of empty seats. But we'll see. I've been to Maui once. Where are you? I'm on Oahu, Honolulu. So, oh yeah, I'll show out the window again. Or I'll just bring you outside rather, I guess. So, mountain. And then just to the left of that building is, you can see the water out there. And that would be south. I'm kind of pointing the camera south right now. Yeah, there's my face. So, in theory, the hurricane's going to come from this way, over here. So that building's going to kind of protect me, and I've got this wall here. I think I'm in a pretty protected spot. I'm not very concerned about it where I am. Like, part of me would love to be on a much higher floor with a beautiful ocean view, or right on the coast, so I can be like, plunk the thing down, point it at the beach, and be like, hurricane. But that isn't rational. Got sick feeling from Hurricane Irma because of the wind and air pressure was crazy. I've never been in a hurricane, so I don't know what to expect. The hurricanes cause tsunami. They cause storm surges, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just the wind can like the hurricane, like all that wind and stuff like that kind of like pushes down on the ocean there, and then on the outsides of the hurricane, that kind of pushes the water up. Storm surge. So it can raise the average sea level much higher, as well as very large waves. So we'll see. Hurricane ever hit Vancouver Island? No, I don't think so. I don't really have those. How big is this hurricane coming? It's currently a Category 4. By the time it gets here, I'll be, in theory, a lot lower. Gonna be okay? I'm gonna absolutely be okay. Yeah. As you have no perishable food and fire starting, fire starting? And like no fire starting? What's the fire got to do with it? I think water is more important. Storm can screw up your water lines, and you can only go a couple days without water. You can go a couple weeks without food, and in theory, like you should have food. That's the smart thing to have, but you'll survive without food for a little while. Hurricane equals lots of rain and lots of wind. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, IMO. Like, I really don't think you can say that about hurricanes. They've caused a lot of devastation in the past, and they will continue to in the future. You can't just be like, oh, it's a little bit of wind and a little bit of water, don't worry about it. And people die. Gonna stream some of it? I'm gonna stream as much as I can. Well, fire can create a way to cook water, pull moisture out of there, collect food, drink. A way to pull moisture from the air to collect food and drink. I'm just gonna fill my bathtub with water. That's weeks of water. Can't shower, but you can shower anyway because the water's shut off. Far are you from water's edge? Probably 200 meters, 300 meters. Seems three-door deal Axe. What do you want to do besides hitchhike? I'd like to check out some other islands. I would like to drive around the islands. If I can't hitchhike, I'd like to just rent a car or do something around the island. Ah. Did you log on late? I did, just recently. I've only been streaming for like maybe an hour, not even. Portable solar panel, solar panel for charging devices. No, I used to. I didn't like it, so I sent it home. Drive around the Big Island is a great all-day thing. So anything that I'm going to do after this rolls through is going to depend on how much damage, if any, this thing causes. If things are really bad, I'll spend the next week or until things get rolling again and aid starts arriving and the airport opens up. I'm talking if things are really bad. I'll spend the next week volunteering my services as an able-bodied person. So, if things are really bad. If things are not that bad, then I'll be able to do stuff and drive around and check out different things. I'm on Oahu. I won $100 grand. Yeah. So, and part of me feels bad for being here. I kind of just flippantly floating around the world, and I'm here taking up resources that I don't need to be here. So, if there is problems that arise from it, I feel it's my responsibility to help out in any way I can. So, is everyone boarding up windows? Not these places. I don't know. I don't know what these windows are rated at, or how thick they are, or how durable they are. The reality is, if we're getting the full brunt of the wind on my window and I'm scared they're gonna break, we can go out into the hallway, and there's no windows there. You're gonna be safe in there. And bathroom too. But if the windows break and this room is now just a wind tunnel of wind, I wouldn't want to just hang out in the bathroom right there. It's just a little dinky little bathroom. I'd rather not be. I'd rather not be there. How many floors are you up? I'm well beyond what the storm surge could be. I'm not concerned about that. But I'm also not so high that you're gonna get from what I know, the wind speeds are much higher the higher up you go. So I wouldn't want to be on the 20th floor because you're gonna get higher wind speeds. So I'm above where the storm surge could realistically be, but I'm below where you'll get higher wind speeds. But I'll essentially be just hanging out in my hotel for a few days. So, that'll be fun. Which, if Emily makes it here, I should get more food so we can not be miserable. In a concrete or brick building, it's concrete. It's a concrete building. I'm very confident in the structural integrity of this building. Timber, yeah, I'm beyond that. It was pretty nice to have. Yeah, it's not necessary to the point you won't starve to death in a week without eating. Donate for you filling sandbags, bro. And probably if I'm here and the storm's really bad and if I can or cannot stream, I'll probably just donate. Is there a way for me to have people donate to the Red Cross or any kind of relief effort without actually handling the money? For something like the Red Cross, that would be a registered charity, and in theory that would be a taxable deduction, blah 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 blah. But every step along the way, payment processors take a cut. So it would just make more sense if I was going to raise money for something to have it direct through to them. It would just be nice, like I could change my donation link to the Red Cross or whatever like that, but then you wouldn't get recognition on the stream. It wouldn't have the pop-up because it wouldn't run through the stream. I don't know. Post a link in your title. Red Cross wastes a lot of money to be honest with bad charities. What charities are have a better impact, better cost per dollar, or better impact per dollar? Just advertise the charity you want to support. Yeah, I guess we could do something like that. So I guess I could just advertise the charity that we want to support that would help relief efforts for the storm, and if anyone does decide to donate to me, we can document it, and I can pass it on and document that I just passed it on, or something. Add a link to my channel. Product streamers, I know who'd rather do charity streams and get you their info. Yeah, that might be useful. I haven't run a charity stream before. Gonna stream during a storm as much as I can. There's a good chance we're gonna lose power, we're gonna lose network, we're gonna lose a lot of stuff. Most traders only give a small portion away. Yeah, and like I haven't looked at Red Cross, and people are saying it's a scam, and it very well might be. I haven't done my research. That was just the first thing that came to mind, and the reason it's probably the first thing that comes to mind is they've probably spent a lot of that money that people have donated on advertising, and that advertising money draws more money in, but really, are you acting as a charity if you're just trying to raise more money to then spend more money so more people know about your charity and donate more money? Anyway, something to look at. Get some spam. I'll try to find some. You should be out on the beach during a storm. Not gonna happen. That's dangerous and irrational. And I wouldn't really have the equipment to be able to do that anyway, to stream that. Tescoon, thanks for the 3-month resub. Hey, where are we at these days? We're in Hawaii. We've been through all 50 states now, Tescoon. Been here for 3 months, or this will be your 3rd month. So you joined a while ago, and now we're essentially done. And how we're ending the stream is I'm here now in my 50th state, Hawaii, and now a hurricane's gonna come. Well, it could miss us. I don't know. Hurricanes, they just do what they want. You can't tell a hurricane what to do. It just does what it wants. Oh, and 80-bit Bex, thank you for the host. I missed that before. But 8-bit, thanks for the 100 bits. I think I missed the bit donation. Use these bits only in case of emergency. Emergency Snickers bar. Check, what's that? Hawaiians love spam? I've had spam before. I like spam. It's still day there? Yeah, it's Hawaii. Still have the sun. We've been doing since Monday. You camped out in Hawaii. I stayed at actually a really cheap hostel. It's $25 a night, so I could like talk to people and just relax. Didn't have air conditioning, It was quite uncomfortable sleeping at night, actually. But the hostel was friendly. It was nice. That promotional free flight from the airline get you to Hawaii? No, I got impatient and I just decided to come anyway. I just wanted to finish the trip. I've been in past like 2 weeks since I got to Vegas. Pretty much, I've just been like done. I'm tired. I want to finish, and now I've got a hurricane. But I'm not trying to be like poor me. I got to deal with a hurricane. If it's as bad as people have been saying, it's not good for anyone. They always panic over there. Well, they rarely get hurricanes. Like, if I was on Vancouver Island, they're like, a Category 4 hurricane's about to hit you guys. We would be concerned because we don't get hurricanes. Is Em still flying in? Yeah. Her flight's still on schedule. In theory, it's supposed to get here before the storm gets here, but that can change. So. They really get hurricanes that hit, but every year they get close, though. I think this has a pretty good chance of hitting, so I think people have a decent reason to be worried. I think they've got a decent reason to be worried here. And I think a big reason for that is, like, if we were on the coast of Florida and stuff like that, infrastructure is required to be built to a certain code that is pretty good at dealing with high winds and stuff from a hurricane. Where here they don't have that. And they built homes fairly inexpensively with materials and procedures that aren't good at dealing with high winds. Relax and have a break. You've reached all 50 states now in the USA. And I have been. That's what I've been doing the past 2 days. I haven't really streamed. Where are you right now? Which island am I on? Oahu. Honolulu. So. That's where I am. That's where I'll be. For a while. Storms is probably a couple days. Probably hit late Thursday, early Friday. I know you're tired, but joining some relief efforts could feel really good. And that's what I've been saying. That's what I did say. If a storm hits here and it's pretty bad and things are bad, I'm an able-bodied person and absolutely I'll help out. Thanks, 21 Spanna. Put AC to cool setting in case the power goes out. That'll go right out the door real quick. Even though I get the room down to like 10 degrees Celsius when the AC goes out. Honestly, this place isn't the best insulated. We'll be right back up to the exterior temperature in a couple hours. Northeast part of the hurricane has the strongest part of the wind. It's just like you're going to feel that. Perfect. Perfect. Said all residents need 14 days of supplies. At current rate, I'll be fine for 14 days. I won't be comfortable. I don't really have what I'd consider adequate 2 weeks of food. The thing is, you're not going to starve in 2 weeks with minimal food. Big Island's supposed to get the worst. From what I've seen, it kind of initially it looked like it was going to hit the Big Island the worst, but now it's kind of gone south of that, and then north. So, oh hey Matt Pato. From what I've heard, the Big Island was supposed to get the worst, but isn't supposed to get it as bad as it was now. But that's all. This is pretty much that's what today was. It's a little update stream. I'll probably be. Will I be on tomorrow? Probably. I don't think the storm's supposed to hit until late tomorrow. So, yeah, the hurricane's very unpredictable. Most are. Rarely do they, like, from the get-go, like, this is what it's going to do, this is how strong it's going to be, and this is where it's going to hit or not hit. They do what they want. Yes, and there's a chance it could turn away at the last minute, and that would be great. And that would be great. Like, there's that, there's an actual medical term for it, I think. Like, when you're, like, standing on a cliff edge and you look over and your brain's just like, I wonder what it'd be like to jump off. Part of my brain's, like, wants to know what going through a hurricane's like, and the rational part of me is like, no, that's stupid. It's a natural disaster, and it ruins people's lives. It kills people. It destroys lives, and you don't want any of that. But there's a small part of your brain that's like, that's exciting. But I want the storm to turn away. I don't want there to be a hurricane. Suicidal? No, it's not. It's you're not suicidal. It's like morbid curiosity. Call of the Void? Yeah. The high place phenomenon. I don't know. Something like that. Wanted to see a tornado until I saw a cow swooped into a tree. Yeah, see? Like, people don't realize how powerful things can be. You should have extra cash? Yeah, I withdrew a bunch of extra cash. ETA late tomorrow. Being without power for a week more. I'll survive. I'll survive without power. But yeah, it's a hot place. People aren't going to be happy. People are going to be hot. They're going to be sweaty. Good chance you won't have running water. So you'll be able to clean yourself. It'll be, yeah, it's a good chance it could be not so good. Shore Love, yeah. I'm around Waikiki Beach, or however you pronounce it, and today was status quo. People are out walking around, like you did see around grocery stores and stuff like that, people loading up with a bunch of water and stuff like that. Gas stations lined up out the wazoo. But as far as I was concerned, it was a sunny day, so everyone was hanging out on the beach. I'm going to stream the storm as much as I can. Yeah, sweet goodness, I love the sound of rain too. Now it really depends what type of winds we have, but 100+ mile an hour winds take away the relaxing aspect of having rain falling, unfortunately. One more gas station produces an can drive away. Yeah, but there's a good chance fuel won't be replenished for a long time afterwards, and they're stocking up for after the storm, kind of, or for the generators or different things like that. When is the hurricane making landfall? Late tomorrow, early Friday. A few streamers in Hawaii too living there. Yeah, someone was telling me when I was streaming the other day that there was another person in Hawaii streaming. A lot of places in Hawaii have pretty bad signal. I haven't been to that many places, but on Oahu. Wouldn't do anything in your building. Like, it could blow out windows, could it not? Debris could also be hitting windows and doing that. I'm high enough up that I'm not concerned about flooding as far as like impacting my immediate safety, but yeah, that can strand you in your hotel. Hurricane sounds absolutely terrifying. The building will hold up, right? Oh yeah, this building is like reinforced concrete. She's solid. She is solid. Is that Raj Patel? I'm like new to this Twitch thing, but if that's like the Raj Patel, I know who that is. That's kind of cool. Hi. So, she's a solid hotel. We'll have no problems with this win. It's Raj, baby. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm not too concerned, like, the fail points, like, for my little safety spot of my hotel room will be the windows. If that breaks, that would be bad, and you could get injured from breaking glass and stuff like that, getting blown through and stuff like that. But then there's a safe zone, which is outside your hotel in the spot between, in the middle of there's no windows. It's pretty much locked out. Hotel bar is a safe place to be, except the only hotel bar that's open right now is on the very ground floor, which could be flooded, potentially. What floor? I'm higher than the storm surge could reasonably be. Anticipate the cell signal will fall out? Yes. And I anticipate a lot of people will be using their cellular devices to be calling, to be putting stuff on Instagram and Snapchat and stuff like that. I think like where I am, there's lots of hotels and stuff like that. I think the towers will be very saturated, which will make it difficult to stream if I'm using the cellular data. Prior to the stream, I was like, I don't know if I want to use the cellular data because I don't want to clog it up. I don't, like, if people need to use that for whatever reason, I don't want to be using my 7 different networks. We'll see. Livio has an Ethernet port. Yes, it does. And I specifically bought this hoping that my hotel would have an Ethernet connection, and it doesn't. And I called them. I'm like, do any of your hotel rooms have a wired internet connection? And they're like, no, we have Wi-Fi. I'm like, okay, your Wi-Fi sucks. So. Have nothing to worry about. I don't think you can say that for sure yet. Because hurricanes are very unpredictable. It could be bad. And I don't think it makes sense to tell everyone to not worry at all, because there's a decent chance things could change for the better. If things don't change for the better, now all of a sudden everyone was just like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. And things suck, and they're not prepared, and then people die. I don't think that's going to happen, and I hope that's not going to happen. But I don't think in a situation like this you should be like, oh yeah, it's fine. There's wind shear, stuff will, you'll just get some rain. Ethernet, a hotspot. There's nowhere to plug this into. There's no Ethernet in this room. Worst case scenario, you'll be stuck there for a week or 2 if you're big, so you'll be fine. I know, I'm not concerned about my safety. I'd be more concerned about people that aren't in a reinforced concrete hotel. I had the means to put myself in one of these, so I did, because to me that makes rational sense. If I can put myself into a safe situation, I will. And that Resident Marriott have pretty good internet. See, and the thing is, I think this one has the potential to be good. Like, I was getting up to 100 upload. But then it would drop down to like 0.2 and then back up to like 70, and then anyway, it's just not reliable. Save your battery. The storm's not going to hit for another 24 hours. That's crazy fluctuation. I think there's a problem with their network, and maybe I can call them and be like, "Yo, what's up?" And maybe they can make it a bit more reliable. But literally, this is probably some of the fastest upload speeds I've ever seen, followed by some of the slowest. I don't know. I don't know how that makes sense, but that's what was happening. Because I was getting some crazy fast speeds, and I tried to run it off the Wi-Fi, and it was like working, and then be like, nope, but then it would come back, but then be like, nope. So, is there a smart TV by chance? Yeah, there is, and I was trying to see if there was an Ethernet thing plugged into there, but it's not. If it is connected to the, actually I don't know if it's smart. Yeah, it is a smart TV because it has a plug-in. If it is connected, it's through Wi-Fi. Go to the stream, make sure you roll the camera all day for archive footage. Yeah, between my phone, my camera, Emily's camera, if she makes it here, we'll be recording. Just go down there and reset the router, maybe. And also, there's a good chance the power and all the network stuff will go down pretty quickly. And then at that point, you've got the cell network, which very well could go down as well. I've got AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, a variety of different carriers, but they could all go down. How far is it from Hawaii? A day? Well, it's gonna start affecting the Big Island, Hawaii. Like any time now. I think it's right on its doorstep, and then we're north of that. It'll take another day to get here. It's moving pretty slow, as far as I remember. It's going like 8 to 10 miles an hour, which is pretty slow. So finally goodbye to us. I'll be streaming the hurricane, so well as much as I can. Like we talked about, there's going to be we're going to have network problems. JT, thanks for the 2-month resub. Appreciate the 2 months of support. You're awesome. No, you're awesome. But thank you. Only so much bandwidth can come at the hotel, most people using it, less for you. I understand that, but there's something up with their internet because it can be super fast or non-existent, but then come back to super fast. How are the waves today? Waves here on Waikiki Beach were not that big. Let's go get food. I already ate. I only did the stream to update people on what's coming for the next couple days. But yeah, I bought this frickin' cable anticipating there would be an Ethernet connection in here, and I'd be wired directly into that, and that would be great. But it's not, and I called. I'm like, do any rooms have a wired connection? Nope, Wi-Fi only. Dang it, hotel. Take a look outside. Yeah, we'll do one last look outside. This will be the third one. It's getting darker now. There's one next to the desk. That doesn't really help me, though. I'm several floors above the front desk. So, maybe from out here, the ocean is, once again, like just can kind of see it. Yeah, right there. You can see it right to the left of that building, through that palm tree. There it is, right there. Ocean. So that's south. That's where the storm in theory will be coming from. In theory, that building right in front of me will shield me quite a bit, and then from my room, this wall will shield me quite a bit from wind, unless it comes directly from that way, which is east, which it could, because it's kind of rotating in that direction, so wind can come from this way. But if it comes from like straight that way, that mountain, the whatever it's called, would help break it up a bit. I'm going to cover the windows just in case. The hotel thinks that that should be a thing, then they would probably do it. I don't think they're going to want me to nail boards to their hotel windows. Go check out the surf. I did earlier today, and it wasn't really affected yet. Should go on the roof. I already checked. I can't make it to roof. There's no roof access. Well, there's roof access, but it's locked. I went up as high as I could, and I was trying to see if there was an outlook I could be on, but there wasn't really. Tomorrow night looks like it's going to be close. Yeah. From what I've heard, it's tomorrow night or Friday morning. So, 24 to 36 hours. You tired? Kind of. I'm not that bad. I took yesterday off. Go storm chase. I'm, in theory, right where the storm is going to hit, if it does hit. So, you don't really, once you're in the location of where a hurricane's going, you don't really chase the storm. The storm just ends up there. Gonna use both beds? Probably. Sleep in one today, the next tomorrow. Hey! Raj Patel, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch Hikers, my friend. That's cool. Thanks for checking out the stream and subscribing. That's really cool. Kind of storm is it? A Category 4 hurricane? Currently. It probably won't be a Category 4 by the time it gets here. From what I've heard, it'll be a Category 1 to Category 3 by the time it gets here. A strong 1 to a weak 3. That's what I heard. Do you feel scared? I feel very safe here. Reinforced concrete hotel. High enough up that I'm not going to experience any flooding, but low enough that I'm not going to experience elevated wind speeds, because wind speeds are higher at a higher elevation during these things. And I'm kind of sheltered from the direct southerly storm that's coming. So I feel pretty safe. I was just trying to lure you to hitchhike to Oregon and host. Oh, is he in Oregon? I love Oregon. Nice content smile. Thank you, Raj. Should be fine. It's Category 1 or 2. Yeah, and I feel like that's where it's going to be. But still. I don't think the infrastructure on this island's set up to deal with hurricanes. I need to turn a light on. It's getting dark enough now. The infrastructure and the building codes on this island aren't really good for hurricanes. I can just be prepared in the end. Yeah, and I feel like I'm prepared enough. I would like to be more prepared, so I will put some effort into becoming more prepared. Actually, with that said, there's a grocery store near here, and I might go there tonight. So. Yes, you're from Oregon, Raj. It's a good place to be. Most common question. What's your favorite state you've been to on this trip? Now I've been to all 50. Pacific Northwest. I'm bad at picking specific states. So I say the whole Pacific Northwest, so Washington, Oregon, Northern California. Specifically Northern California. I didn't like Southern California as much. I think it's cool. It's just not as much for me. Northeast, like New Hampshire, Vermont, stuff like that. Colorado, Outer Banks, North Carolina. So Oregon's a good place. Post some hurricane pics on Discord / Instagram. Probably. And I'm also going to try and stream as much as I can. Okay, but with that said, that was my update. I'm going to be here for Hurricane Lane if it shows up. From what I've seen, there's a good chance it is going to show up. Almost a guarantee that you're going to experience some effects from it. That could just be a lot of rain and a little bit of wind. But I think when I looked at there's like a percentage chance in showing the cone, and then like percentage chance of receiving at least tropical storm level winds. It's like 70 or 80% likely to experience at least tropical storm level winds.